Hello, I'm Julian Sinclair and I'm here to take you through this induction film. Behind me is the Dounreay site, which in 1954 was selected for research and development into fast breeder nuclear reactors. These facilities provided a vital service for quite a number of years, but now Dounreay has come to the end of its active life and an extensive programme of decommissioning has begun. Let's go and take a look. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to take you through some very important health and safety measures which are involved in the work you'll be doing here.
The work you'll be undertaking couldn't be more important or demanding. Decommissioning nuclear reactors, laboratories and reprocessing facilities and other key elements of the Dounreay site create some pretty complex and even potentially hazardous challenges. Challenges like constructing new facilities, managing nuclear fuel, waste characterisation and decommissioning all the redundant plants and equipment.
It's a massive task that's going to take many years to complete, and we'll need lots of different people and organisations working together, sharing the skills and techniques required. We all are going to have one thing in common. Everybody working on site has to be committed to the highest possible safety standards. That means staff and management working together for the good of all. That's exactly what this film is all about. So, first things first. If you are requiring a visitor's pass, you have to carry photographic ID. Passes must be worn and openly on display at all times on site. You're going to be issued with high-vis and other PPE for other areas of the site too. Passes are grouped into different categories, such as a contractor's pass, a DSRL pass, or a gate-held pass. Make sure you're only in the area your pass relates to, and you're only carrying out work you're authorised to. It goes without saying that security is paramount on site, so once you've been issued your visitor's pass, you'll still need to be escorted at all times. As you approach the main gate, you will see officers from the Civil Nuclear Constabulary. The CNC plays a vital role in our security. They also liaise with Home and Scottish Office police forces. CNC officers are armed 24/7 and, as you can see, carry the taser as well as firearms. Fear not though, they are very highly trained in line with national policing standards in the use and deployment of firearms. There are a number of officers deployed to undertake regulatory search activities. If you do take your car on site, you will be searched by either a police officer or an explosive search dog and its handler. You'll also be required to show the officer your pass when you enter the site, and you may be asked to go to the main gate reception building for a bag search. These searches are part of the regulatory requirements as detailed in the site security plan. There are some items that you'll need special permission to bring on site. Other things such as alcohol, illegal drugs, firearms, unauthorised tools, cameras or equipment are strictly forbidden. If in doubt, just ask. The highway code applies here too, so no mobiles while driving, always fasten your seatbelt, and please observe the site's parking and speed restrictions. So you're probably thinking all this sounds like a pretty strict regime, but when you think about what's at stake, would you want it any other way? One of the golden rules for a safe work environment is be prepared. It's essential for your safety and that of your colleagues that you know exactly what to do in the event of a range of potential incidents.
See anything unsafe, like a piece of faulty equipment or maybe an accident or a near miss, don't hesitate, tell your supervisor. If you do suffer injury, even if it seems minor to you, inform your employer and complete a UNOR. That stands for an unusual occurrence report, and though it might seem like a nuisance at the time, the UNOR system really makes Dounreay a safer place to work. Your trainer will explain the system in more detail to you. The on-site emergency services, which cover everything from fire to injury, are essential to the safe running of Dounreay. Here's what to do if somebody is injured. First, dial the emergency number 333 to raise the alarm. Then, ask for an ambulance to come to the area and give the operator as much detail as you can. Don't move the injured person unless they're still at risk and it's safe to do so. In the event of a fire, activate the alarm. It will sound like this. Call the fire brigade on 333 from another building if it's safer. If you're ringing from a mobile phone, the emergency number is 01847 803333. Then report to your fire muster point so you can be accounted for, and don't re-enter the building until you've been given the all clear. Don't tackle the fire yourself. Unless you've been trained in the use of a fire extinguisher, the fire is very small or it's blocking your exit.
Listen to this. That means a site emergency has been declared. If you're outside, stop the work you're doing, make safe, get inside the nearest occupied building and report to an assembly point.
If you're inside, turn off the fans, shut the windows and close the doors. Collect a respirator and make your way to the building's muster point to be accounted for. Once you've reported in, wait there for further instructions.
Now, a different sound. This is the site criticality alarm. Your trainer will give you all the details you need on how you should respond to this one. Alarms are tested periodically on site. The criticality and site alert alarms, for example, are tested at 11 AM on the first working Tuesday of each month. If you're in any doubt whatsoever as to whether an alarm is genuine or just a test, treat it as the former.
Finally, for this section, if you come across a package you think might be suspect, put security first and call site police on 222 to inform them. Chances are it's probably somebody's lunchbox, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
There are 5 different kinds of sign around the site. These have been colour-coded by the Health and Safety Executive for easy identification. A red circular sign means prohibited. This is something you must not do. Blue signs are mandatory, things you have to comply with. Yellow signs are a hazard warning. Green signifies a safe condition, and a red square is for fire safety. You'll find that some signs indicate areas that are designated for specific work activities, such as working with radiation. In areas such as these, where safety is paramount, signs should be clearly marked, and you can only access the area via barriers as well. Careful though, after a while it's easy to become too familiar with signs and forget their importance. Remain vigilant.
So, that's it. Like I said, none of this is rocket science. It's all about common sense measures being put in place to control and maintain a safe working environment. It's about taking precautions and identifying risks to make sure you're working in as safe a way as possible. And ultimately, the safety of the workplace comes down to staff and managers working together. That means you. We hope you enjoy your time working at Dounreay.